Hey guys, this is Mike from Toontrack, and in this video we're going to go over some of the new features that were added to Superior Drummer in its 3.1 and now 3.1.1 free update. Again, this is a free update available in your Toontrack product manager, and it is enormous. So let's not waste any time and get started. First up, the grid editor has seen the most significant amount of changes. You'll notice that you're now able to detach the entire grid editor, and you can also rearrange the note lanes and solo and mute all of the note lanes. Solo and mute directly in the grid editor is incredibly useful for editing MIDI because now you can quickly hear exactly what every individual instrument is playing back without wasting any time switching between tabs. Solo and mute is even available for all articulations of the instrument by clicking on the down arrows. Another major feature added to the grid editor is the Select menu. This menu allows you to make custom selections based on musical note divisions. And when groups of notes are selected together, they can be edited together. So for example, you could select all of the quarter notes in an eighth note hi-hat sequence, and then change all of their velocities as a group, or even change their articulations as a group. This basically creates a shortcut for popular MIDI editing techniques that would otherwise take a really long time, and it results in a much more interesting performance. This also leads me to the next new feature to highlight, the added nudge control. Here you can move selected notes, like the ones you may have selected with the new Select menu, and move them by a user-chosen increment. The quantize feature has been overhauled in this version, and it now shows its value as a percentage. But additionally, we've added swing and randomize controls. Just like the nudge feature, quantize, swing, and randomize can work for all selected notes or custom selections. The Velocity, CC, and Aftertouch editor has also seen some updates. I won't go through everything here, but I will point out the new Aftertouch editor. In Superior Drummer 3, Aftertouch messages are one of the ways that you can choke cymbals. So if you've recorded cymbal chokes with your eDrums, they can be adjusted here, or you can edit in Aftertouch messages manually to choke cymbals in any MIDI file that you have on the song track. Here's an example. So in this MIDI file, I have a cymbal crash on cymbal 4. All I have to do is select cymbal 4 crash from the Aftertouch menu, and then draw in an Aftertouch box with the pencil tool where I want the choke to occur. And that's it. I just choked a cymbal with the new Aftertouch editor. It's that simple. The mixer's also seen some updates. We've added a handy effects-enabled control to the channel strip, and this allows you to turn on or off all effects for that channel or group of selected channels with one click. This makes it extremely easy to hear the cumulative effect of your plugins and A/B test between them. Moving on to the settings menu, you'll notice that there are a lot more options now, including a fully customizable metronome. Autosave for the SD3 project file has also been added with some customizable options. But the biggest change is in the MIDI in eDrum settings page. First, we've added many more eDrum and MIDI mapping presets. This is more than we've ever had in the past, and it will make it as easy as possible to conform Superior Drummer 3 to any MIDI mapping format with a single click. We've also made it easier for eDrummers to dial in their hi-hat response with the new hi-hat calibration mode. All eDrum hi-hat controllers react a little differently, and it can be really confusing to set them up properly. So for that reason, we created this simple 3-step process that will always ensure that your eDrum hi-hats respond properly. In the Grooves tab on the right side, groove parts have now been added. Now, this is something that was available in Superior Drummer 2, but because of the song track, it took some extra time in development in Superior Drummer 3, and now it's better than it's ever been. So if you don't know, Groove Parts allows you to access the MIDI for individual instruments in the MIDI file and drag and drop them wherever you want. However, you can now drag and drop groove parts on top of each other to merge them together directly on the song track. This means that you can take a hi-hat and snare pattern from one groove and a kick pattern from another groove and make a custom hybrid groove that still retains all of its dynamics and human characteristics. So with this extremely easy customization, your groove library just got a lot bigger. The user MIDI section has also been updated. Now all user MIDI folders are scanned in the background so that they can be synced with Superior Drummer 3's Grooves tab, even if you add files from your operating system. An out-of-sync folder is indicated with an orange dot. Another improvement to user MIDI is that you can now apply eDrum presets directly to your user MIDI folders. This means that all of your third-party MIDI from other drum plugins that you may own will now play back correctly in Superior Drummer 3 right from the Grooves page if you apply one of these eDrum presets. So that's all I have time for today. If you want to see the full, incredibly long, detailed list for yourself, go check out the release notes section of Toontrack.com. There you can learn about some other features that I didn't have time to talk about in this video. As always, thanks for watching and good luck with your music.